Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Alexandre with you this week. I'll show you how it is possible to use the JAWS Keyboard Manager to remap complex keyboard shortcut to simplest one. It is also possible to use this JAWS utilities to remap or to assign Braille shortcut to specific action or to remap gestures for touchscreen. I'll also show you how it is possible to reassign quick navigation keys on the web and how to create a keyboard shortcut to launch JAWS automatically. Please note that December updates for JAWS, Fusion, and ZoomText are now available. And also, I'd like to wish you happy holidays and my best wish for the new 2019 year. We'll be back in January, so stay tuned and enjoy. Since many years, probably even since the beginning of JAWS, it is possible to reassign shortcuts on the keyboard and reassign them to different kind of functionalities or even scripts. So let's say that you're having difficulties performing a complex command. Let's see, for example, insertion Shift B, or let's see, Control Windows Alt page up to increase the speech rate. It is possible to modify these shortcut keys in JAWS and to reassign script to other shortcuts that can be easier to accomplish, especially if you have a physical impairment. So today I'll be with you to show you how you can use the keyboard manager. That's the part of JAWS that can be used to remap shortcut keys, and even if you want to assign some shortcut to script that doesn't have any shortcuts, you'll be able to do so. The keyboard manager can be used to reassign keyboard shortcuts. You can use it to reassign shortcuts on Braille display, as well as if you're using a touchscreen, you can reassign gestures that you'd like, because yes, JAWS, since I think the version 15, can support gestures on a touchscreen. So there are two ways to open the keyboard manager. The first one is by pressing Insert J and open the Utilities menus. The second one is by pressing Insert 8. So I'll show you both methods, and after that we'll explore the keyboard manager together. Right now I am on my desktop. I'm using a Windows 10 computer and the latest version of JAWS, which is 2019. So what I'm gonna do, I'll first go ahead and open the JAWS window by pressing Insert J.
JAWS Home Use.
All right, and from there, if you're running JAWS from the system tree, you'll be automatically placed inside the menu, so you can just arrow down and find the Utilities menu and open it. Because I am running it from the taskbar, I'll need to press Alt.
Menu bar, application menu, options. To navigate, press left or right arrow. O.
Then I'll find the Utilities by pressing right arrow.
Utilities, U.
Then I'll go down.
Menu, JAWS Tandem submenu. Screen shade insert plus space. Synthesizer and sound cards. Settings center. Keyboard manager, K.
And here's the keyboard manager. By default, if I open it from there, I'll be placed in the default file, so the file that manages shortcuts for all applications. I'll not do it right now. I'll just press Escape.
Escape, menu bar, U. Escape, leaving menu bar.
And just to show you what's gonna happen in an app window when opening the keyboard manager, I'll just press Insert 8.
JAWS window.jkm-JAWS keyboard manager, list view.
So now I am in the JKM file, which is the file for JAWS Keyboard Manager, and each application must have a similar file to this one. So now I am in the one for the JAWS application itself. To go to the default one, I'll have to press Control Shift and the letter D as in default or Delta.
Control Shift D, default.
And there we go. From there, I'll go ahead and explore with you the different part of the keyboard manager. So right now, if I press Tab,
List View, activate search box Control plus E default common.
this is the list of shortcuts that we have. I got the speech, I'll just make it repeat.
List View, activate search box Control plus E default common, 1 of 1134.
Here they are. So we have approximately 1100 commands. If I press Tab again,
List View, default, 36 of 148.
this is the list of application. I can just use hierarchies or I can use the first letter to navigate.
Dictionary Manager, Excel.
So now,
Excel Classic.
I am just going down and I can hear the different applications that are supported. And if you're trying to map some keys for an application that it is not in the list, don't worry, the file will be automatically created after confirming that you'd like to proceed.
Dictionary default.
So we'll stay there. If I press Tab,
List View, activate.
this is the shortcut list again. So only two main section in the keyboard manager, but there's also a menu bar. I'll not parse all the options with you and explain to you all the options. I'll skip a couple because these are, I think, a bit too complex for the purpose of this podcast. However, if you want to gather some more information, you'll be able to consult the help section, and the help section provide all the necessary documentation to better understand and to use in a more advanced way the keyboard manager. I'll press Alt and I'll show you briefly how it looks like.
Menu bar, application menu, file, to navigate.
So here's the file menu. I'll show you the different options here.
Menu, new Control plus N.
So if I want to create or generate a new file for an application, I can do it from there, but usually this is not something we're using all the time.
Delete Control plus Del.
I can delete the current file. I'm not gonna do this.
Open default file Control plus Shift plus D.
Then yeah, here's the command to open the default file. This is what we used a couple of seconds ago.
Open domain file Control plus Shift plus W unavailable.
What is that? The domain file. This is a GKM file related to a specific website, because yes, now with JAWS you can personalize settings based on a specific domain or for a specific website. So let's say that you're using a web application. There's a conflict between a key or a shortcut that was implemented and this web application and a JAWS shortcuts, or you just want to remap some shortcuts, you'll be able to do it from there.
Details ... E.
Details give you additional information about the current file in focus.
Exit X.
And the command to exit the keyboard manager.
New Control.
And pressing Escape.
Escape. Menu bar. File. Action A.
Here's the action menu. Let's have a look to it. You'll see later on that you'll find similarities when just performing a right click on a shortcut. Actually, I think a couple of options will be dimmed because we're not focused on a shortcut, but that's not a problem. I'll show you anyway the options.
Menu. Add keystroke ... Control plus A. To
Oh, okay. So now they are not dimmed, only because I think I was on a shortcut. So, okay, add keystrokes. You can do it by pressing Control A. So, in the list of shortcuts, you'll have different script name, and for each of them, you can add a specific keystroke and
add gesture ... Control plus G.
Or add a gesture. So if you're using a touchscreen, you'll also have the possibility to assign gestures to some script. So by performing a gesture, you'll be able to execute a script or a command, a function.
Change keystroke ... Control plus H.
You can change the associated keystrokes by pressing Control H. This is not an option I'll recommend, because if a keystroke is associated, even if you want to add a keystroke, you can do it without removing the previously associated keystroke. I'll suggest you to do this only if you are facing a conflict or if you really want to remove the affected key, but if it's just to add a simpler shortcut, I think you can leave the first one in place.
Remove keystroke del R.
So to remove the current keystroke, so after removing it, you'll see that it's gonna be only after the script, it's gonna be like deactivate or no keystrokes.
Find keystroke Control plus F.
So you can search for a keystrokes, and by searching for it, we'll do it later on, you'll be instantly placed on the name of the script.
Find gesture Control plus Shift plus F.
You can do the same thing by performing a gestures and be placed on the script related to it.
Documentation Control plus D.
Documentation, this is not the help menu of the keyboard manager. This is the documentation of each script. So if you need more information about what the script can do, you can find complementary documentation from there.
Add new.
And think we're up.
Control plus add new keyboard layout
Yeah, add new keyboard layout. Sorry, I pass it over. So add a new keyboard layout. By default, just provide 3 keyboard layouts: the desktop, laptop, and Kinesis. So if you really want to add a new keyboard layout, you have the possibility to do so this way. This is not something you'll use frequently.
Add keystroke
And now we're done. I'll press
menu bar.
escape.
Options.
In the options menu, I'll leave this one for you so you'll be able to discover it by yourself. These are more advanced options. So if you want to filter, if you want to perform or add some keystrokes with keys that normally can't be used to process some keystrokes, etc., etc. I'll let you, I think, go by yourself there. You'll find all the appropriate information in the help menu.
View, V.
View, 2 options are there.
Menu, status bar checked. To
The
navigate.
status bar, I'll leave it on.
Display full path, D.
And what is the display full path? I'll check it right now by pressing enter.
Enter, leaving menus.
Then I'll press Insert T in order to hear the title of the current window.
Title is C:\users /app data /roaming /freedom scientific /jaws /2019 settings /enu default.jkm jaws keyboard manager.
So, what we've just heard is the complete path through the actual file we are editing. So, personalized file in JAWS, so personalized setting to your user account, are stored in C user, app data, roaming, freedom scientific, JAWS, the number of the version, and setting ENU. So here they are. And if I go ahead and uncheck the option, pressing Alt V.
Alt V, menu, display full path checked. Enter,
And I'll
leaving menus.
uncheck. Then if I press Insert T as in Tango,
Title is default.jkm jaws keyboard manager.
it is shorter, but I can't hear anymore the path this way. So if you need to know the entire path, you'll be able to hear it this way. And in some situation might be helpful. So how we can reassign a shortcut to a new key or just add a keystroke to perform or to execute a script. This is what we're going to do together, because in some situation you may have difficulties to use a keystrokes that it is set by default because it's using too many keys. So if you want to remap one, you'll have the possibility to do so. Let's say that I'd like to remap the key that allows to increase temporarily the speed. This key is Ctrl-Alt Page Up. What I'm gonna do, I have 2 ways to find the name of the script associated to this key. First way will be by turning on the keyboard help by pressing Insert 1.
Keyboard help on.
Then if I perform a first time Ctrl-Alt Page Up,
Alt plus Control plus page up temporarily increases the rate of the active voice.
Here it is twice. So I double click on the keystroke.
When this key is pressed, the rate of the active voice will be temporarily increased. JAWS will announce faster with each press of the keystroke.
Here we go. And if I press it a third time, so 1, 2, 3.
Increase voice rate temporary. INCREASEVOICERATEMPORARY.
This is the name of the script. So it was announced and it was spelled. That's how it works. And just to make sure you're performing the right way, if you want to triple press a shortcut, you'll have first of all to maintain Control Alt. So the modifier key first, then let's see, my shortcut is Control Alt page up. As soon as I'll press the page up, it will perform the action. So I can hold Control Alt, then triple click on page up. 1, 2, 3.
Increase voice rate temporary.
I'll press Control. I don't want to hear again the spelling. That's the first way you'll have to find out the script name. I'll turn off the keyboard help.
Keyboard help off.
Then I'll press Control F. I am still in my keyboard manager.
Control F. Find keystroke dialog. Hotkey. Type in text.
So the Control F is the shortcut to find a keystroke, and I'll just have to press Control Alt page up.
Alt plus Control plus page up.
And I'll press Enter.
Enter. List view. Increase voice rate temporary. Alt plus Control plus page up default common.
And automatically I was placed on the name of the script in the list, so at the exact right position. For sure, if you're having difficulties performing the keystroke, it might be a bit difficult to find out the script. The other possibility you'll have is for sure to scroll the entire list using arrow keys, but I know that it might be a bit difficult. Or for sure, if you are an experienced user, you can also go into the Notepad and find the JKM file. I'll suggest in this case to go into Program Data, Freedom Scientific, JAWS number version. I think it's under Settings, something like this. You'll be able to find this out, and you can use, let's say, a generic search term in order to find the appropriate shortcut and the script attached to it. Well, now the focus is on the name of the script. What I'm going to do, I'll just add a keystroke by pressing Control A.
Add keystroke dialog. Script name : increase voice rate temporary. Assign to hotkey. Type in text. Alt plus A.
And by the way, also you can use the context menu and you'll find approximately the same options we saw in the action menu. So if I want to remap to a new keystroke, what I'll have to do is just to perform the keystroke I want to map the script to. I'll put it to insert equals. So I just press insert equals.
JAWS key plus equals.
Then release both. Here we go. I'll press tab.
Tab. Assign key to desktop keys only checkbox checked.
Right now, it's assigned only to desktop keys. If you want to assign this key to more than one keyboard layout, so if you want that this keys work into laptop layout, you may uncheck this one.
Tab. OK button. To activate, press spacebar.
And well, this is it. Pressing enter.
Enter. Confirm add keystroke dialog. Are you sure you want to modify default.jkm? Yes button.
Yes, I'm sure.
Enter. List view. Increase voice rate temporary. Alt plus Control plus page up default common.
And what I'm going to do, just to confirm it was properly added, I'll go down.
Increase voice rate temporary. Control plus MK increase rate default common.
Okay, this is not for us.
Increase voice rate temporary. JAWS key plus equals default desktop.
Oh, here we go. Then if I turn on the keyboard help.
Keyboard help on.
Pressing insert 1, then I'll press insert equals.
JAWS key plus equals temporarily increases the rate of the active voice.
Pressing insert 1 to turn it off.
Keyboard help off.
And then let's try this out by pressing insert equals.
Faster, 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 faster.
There we go.
Increase voice rate temporary alt.
Working perfectly. I'll slow down the voice by pressing Control Alt page down.
Slower.
There we go. My keystroke is working perfectly. And note that it's going to work in all apps because I do this setup and default file. Let's say now we'd like to remap the key that can be used to launch a tandem session. This key normally is Insert Alt T, and a lot of users are having difficulties performing this keystroke. And it is possible to add a simplest one. So if you don't know what's tandem, like if you give me a call, tech support, maybe I can ask you to start a remote session. So we'll be able to troubleshoot together the problem. For sure, you can open the JAWS main window, go into Utilities, into Tandem, into Tandem Center, then allow access to my computer, but it's going to be longer. And yes, you can remap this out, and the script is named start or hand a tandem session. So I'll just type in first letter of this.
R. Start menu none. Start or end tandem session.
There we go. So here it is. I'll just add a keystroke. I'll press Ctrl A.
Add keystroke dialog.
I'll put it on insert slash. Let's use this one. The slash is located just at the left of the right shift key. So I'll press insert slash release.
JAWS key plus slash.
There we go. Pressing just enter.
Enter. Confirm add keystroke dialog. Are you sure you want to modify default.jkm? Yes button. To
Yes, I am sure.
enter. List view. Start or end tandem session JAWS key plus slash default desktop.
Fantastic. It's done. Then if I just press JAWS key and slash.
Allow access to my computer dialog. Welcome to Tandem. And
Working perfectly. I'll not enter any meeting ID. Pressing escape.
escape.
There we go. So it's going to be easier to launch a tandem session at any time. Next thing I'd like to do is to open Word.
Cortana. D. Word. Desktop. Enter. Opening dash Word. Document 1 dash Word. Print view. Edit.
And what I'm going to do, I'll type some text with a couple of errors in.
HELLO, comma, and enter. I, apostrophe M, space TYPING, space, OLLE, space.
Oh, and by the way, did you hear the pause sound? This is a new feature of JAWS 2019 that allows you to hear misspelled word at the same time you're typing some text.
TXTA space OUP space BIGG space ERRORS period space blank. I'm typing some text with a couple of big errors.
Okay, so here we go.
Hello.
In Word, there's a command, Alt-Shift-L, that allows to list the errors in the text, the spelling error. If I'm doing it,
Please wait processing 3 items. Spelling errors dialog. List 1 list view. Sum 1 of 3. 2 big errors.
okay, and I can just press enter to go and find the word in the text, so I'll be able to correct it after. I'll just press escape because I don't want to move the cursor.
Escape. Edit.
There we go. And from there, we'll go ahead and open again the keyboard manager by pressing insert 8.
Word.jkm-JAWS Keyboard Manager. List view. Word. 100.
Okay, here we go. We are now in the app list. I'll press tab.
Tab. List view. Alt 0 Alt plus 0 Word.
And we'll add a new shortcut to the script that allows to list the spelling error. And I'll have the same one as JAWS key plus slash that I map on the tandem session. And we'll see that this shortcut in Word will be used for a different action than in the default file. So I'll just go ahead and process a search, Control F.
Control F. Find keystroke dialog. Hotkey. Type in text.
Then I'll type Alt-Shift-L.
Shift plus Alt plus L.
Then enter.
Enter. List view. List spelling errors Alt plus Shift plus L word common.
There we go. Pressing Ctrl-A to add a shortcut.
Add keystroke dialog. Script name : list spelling errors. Assign to hotkey. Type in text. Alt plus A. Selected.
Then I'll type in by just performing insert and slash.
Add keystroke dialog. Script name : list spelling errors. Keystroke in use dialog. JAWS key plus slash is already assigned to start or end tandem session in C : /users /user /app data /roaming /freedom scientific /JAWS /2019 /settings /enu /default.jkm. Continuing will replace the existing assignment. Cancel button. To activate, press spacebar.
Alright, so what we've just heard is that this keystroke is already assigned to another script, in occurrence the script that allowed to launch a tandem session, and we're asked if we want to continue or not. I'll enter yes.
Tab. OK button.
Or OK, perfect. So by the way, if you're trying to add a keystroke, this one is already assigned. Don't worry, you'll be warned about this and you'll have to take the decision if you want to continue or not. So in my case, I'll click OK.
Enter. Word.jkm-JAWS keyboard manager. Add keystroke dialog. Script name : list spelling errors. Assign to hotkey. Type in text. Alt plus A. JAWS key plus slash.
Perfect. I'll just press enter there to confirm.
Enter. List view. List spelling errors Alt plus Shift plus L word common. 51 of 169. To move to items, use the arrow keys. Confirm. Add keystroke dialog. Are you sure you want to modify Word.jkm? Yes button.
Yes, I am sure. Pressing enter.
Enter. List view. List spelling errors. 51 of 170. To move.
Then looking at the list of scripts.
Alt 1. Alt 0. Alt.
Oops. Let me find back a list spelling error. LISTS.
List spelling errors JAWS key plus slash Word desktop. List spelling errors Alt plus Shift plus L word common.
So here they are. I'll just close this keyboard manager by pressing Alt F4.
Alt F4. JAWS home use.
Pressing Alt Tab to go back into my Word document.
Alt Tab. Document 1-Word. Edit.
Here we go. Then if I go ahead and press insert slash.
Please wait, processing 3 items. Spelling errors dialog. List 1 list view. SOM.
It's working perfectly. Pressing escape.
Escape. Edit.
I'll give you the confirmation. I'll press insert 1 to turn on keyboard help.
Keyboard help on.
Then I'll press insert slash.
JAWS key plus slash. Lists words marked as spelling errors in the document.
Working perfectly. Turning off the keyboard help.
Keyboard help off.
Then I'll go back on my desktop.
Windows D. Folder view list view. JAWS 2019. 13 of 13.
Alright. Then I'll try to perform insert slash again.
Allow access to my computer dialog. Welcome to Tandem. Enter the meeting ID given to you by the person who will be accessing your PC.
So now I am in Tandem. Pressing escape.
Escape. Connection to controlling computer closed.
So it's working. Pressing Alt Tab.
Alt Tab. Document.
There we go. Okay, and if again I press insert slash.
Please wait, processing 3 items.
So it's worked perfectly.
Escape. Edit.
So depending the situation you are, you can assign the same shortcut to different actions. So just to let you know, I'll close my Word
Alt
document.
F4. Micros tab. Don't save
And I don't want to save this.
Space.
Here we go, discarded. Another thing you can remap inside JAWS is shortcuts related to web navigation. And in a web browser, you can use the first letter navigation to navigate across items. So let's say that you want to go to the next heading, you can press H to go to the previous heading, you can press Shift H, etc., etc. So I think it's B for button, H for heading, T for tables, etc. So you can reassign them all. And in order to do so, I'll demonstrate you how to do this. I'll open my Internet Explorer.
Windows D. Folder view list I. Internet Explorer. Enter. Region search edit. Type in text.
We are now on Google. I'll press the PC cursor to turn off the form mode.
Virtual PC cursor. Google.
And then, whoops,
Virtual
again.
Google.
Okay, there we go. And so if I press the letter H.
There are no headings on this page.
Okay, I have no headings. If I press letter B.
Google Apps button collapse. No thanks button. Yes button.
You know, these are buttons. If I press letter E,
Search edit.
this is the edit field, etc. To remap this out, you can launch the JAWS Utilities menu by pressing Insert F2.
Run JAWS Manager dialog. List 1 list view. Command search. 1 of 19.
In there, I'll go down and find,
Custom label.
there's a lot,
Custom dictionary man.
but
Flex.
I'll
Frame view.
find,
Graphic.
I think
Keyboard
it's
manager.
not
Mark
this
colors.
one.
Navigation quick keys.
Navigation quick keys. There we go. Pressing enter.
Enter. Edit. Google-Internet Explorer. Region search edit. Type in text. Navigation quick key manager dialog. Navigation quick keys list view. Anchor unassigned. 1 of 39.
And we have 39 choices we can reassign. So let me find, for example, button.
U. Button B.
Okay. I'll press tab.
Tab. Navigation quick keys edit key assignment button. To activate.
So I'll click on this one.
Enter. Edit navigation quick key assignment dialog. Key assignment edit combo. B. 1 of 1. To set the value, use the arrow key.
So now I can just press the key that I'd like to assign. Let's put a key U, just for example.
U. Tab. OK button.
Then
To
OK.
enter. Key assignment conflict found dialog. The quote U quote key is currently assigned to the quote unvisited link quote action. If you continue, this key assignment will be replaced. Do you want to replace the key assignment? Yes button.
I'll answer yes.
Enter. Navigation quick key manager dialog. Navigation quick keys list view. Button U. 3 of 39.
It's done. And just to show you, if I press
Tab. Navigation quick keys edit key assignment button.
I can assign,
Tab. Navigation quick keys delete key assignment button.
or I can delete the assignment,
Tab. OK button.
and I'll press OK.
Enter.
Then
Google-Internet
we're now
Explorer.
back on the Google
Virtual-
page.
Google.
Now, if I press the letter B, as in Bravo,
B.
nothing's happened. If I press the letter U,
Google Apps button collapse. No thanks button.
it's working perfectly. And if I turn on keyboard Alt,
Keyboard help on.
pressing letter U,
U. Moves to the next button on the page.
there we go.
Keyboard help off.
So here you can reassign keys that are already assigned, or you can also assign keys to options that doesn't have any keys assigned yet. So you have both possibilities. And I'll close IE.
Alt F4. Desktop.
And just to show you where you can find the customized keyboard shortcut list that we've just created, they are under C User, Your Name, App Data, Roaming, Freedom Scientific, JAWS 2019, Setting, ENU. And because in some situation, most part of the time, app data is in hidden folders. So you can ask Windows to show hidden folder or files, but there's a quickest way to access it. You can just press Windows R
Windows R. Run dialog.
and type in the percent app data altogether. So app, DATA, and percent again. So shift 5, then pressing enter.
Enter. Roaming. Items view multi-select list box. Bearware.dk. 2000.
Okay, so I was automatically placed into my roaming folder, then that is under app data. So I can just press F for freedom,
F. Freedom Scientific. Enter. Items.
then J for JAWS,
J. JAWS. Enter. Shell folder view.
then finding 2019,
And 2019. Enter. Shell folder view.
then
Not selected.
settings,
Enter. Items view list box. Voice.
then
ENU.
ENU,
Enter. Shell folder
ENU.
view. Items. Not
and
selected.
let's find the default.jkm.
DEF. Default.jkm.
There we go. For sure, you'll also find there word.jkm. I'll just show you how you can open this one using a simple text editor as a notepad.
Applications. Contact. Recognize with. Open with. H.
So yeah,
Enter.
I'll select
Leaving
open with.
menus. How do you want to open this file?
So to find the open with, I just launch the context menu by pressing application or shift F10. If you find also edit there, you can use this option to directly open the notepad. I'll press tab.
Tab. List box, look for an app in the store. List box, look for an app. More apps link.
So I'll select more apps. I just press the down arrow to find more apps. Then I'll press enter.
Enter. Look for an app in the store. Internet.
And I'll press N to select Notepad.
N.
Hey,
Notepad.
where it is? Oh, there we go.
Notepad. Notepad.
Notepad.
Tab.
Then
Always use this app to open .jkm files. Checkbox checked.
I'll uncheck this one.
Space.
Just in
Not
case.
checked. Tab. OK button. To
Then I'll
space.
press OK.
Default .jkm-notepad.
And
Edit.
look at this one.
Left bracket desktop keys, right bracket. JAWS key plus equals increase voice rate temporary.
This is what we've mapped previously in the podcast.
JAWS key plus slash equals start or end tandem session.
Here we go for the tandem.
Left bracket quick navigation keys, right bracket. B equals.
B equals because B is no longer assigned to something.
Braille B equals. Shift plus B equals. Braille dot 127 equals.
This is normal. This is for the Braille assigned.
U equals move to next button.
U equals move to next button.
Shift plus U equals move to prior button.
And automatically Shift U was assigned to move to previous. And by the way, if you're trying to remap some keys on a Braille display in the keyboard manager, instead of just pressing keys on the keyboard, the shortcut on the keyboard, you can just perform the shortcut that you'd like to use for the script in question, and it will be automatically recognized and mapped to the script if it's not already assigned to something else. I'll close this one, Alt F4.
Alt F4. Menu. Items view list box read.
There we go. Final thing I'd like to show you is how to add a shortcut to the JAWS icon on your desktop. If you're familiar to launch JAWS by pressing Ctrl-Alt-J, for example, note that after each JAWS updates that occurs usually once a month, shortcut key will be automatically removed. So if you want to continue using it, you'll have no choice to re-add it manually. So I'll first of all close the Windows Explorer window, Alt F4.
Alt F4. Desktop.
And I'll find the JAWS icon on my desktop. This is not, by the way, something related to JAWS. This is a Windows functionality, but I'd like to show it to you at the same time we're doing this podcast, because this is something related to keyboard shortcut as well, but not keyboard shortcut inside JAWS.
J.
But
JAWS 2000.
anyways.
J. JAWS 2019.
So here's JAWS 2019 to assign a shortcut. What I'll have to do is press Alt-Enter.
Alt-Enter. JAWS 2019 Properties Dialog. Shortcut page. Target : edit.
Okay. So Alt-Enter allows me to open the property window. Then I'll press Tab.
Tab. Start in : edit. Tab. Shortcut key : hotkey. None. To define the hotkey, type the keystroke combination.
So, okay. Now the shortcut keys is defined at none, so not defined. And if you want to map the shortcut, you just have to press the letter you want to use. So let's say you want to use Ctrl-Alt-J, just press the letter J.
J.
There we go. Then it's more than important that you just press Tab until you'll find the Apply button. Don't use Shift Tab.
Tab. Run tab. Comment tab. Open tab. Change tab. Advanced tab. OK tab. Can tab. Apply button.
Here it is. Pressing Enter.
Enter. Access denied dialog. You will need to provide administrator permission to change these settings. Click Continue to complete this operation. Continue button. To activate, press spacebar.
This is a scary message, but this is a normal one. So if you're the computer administrator, don't worry about it. Just press Enter.
Enter. Apply button. To activate, press spacebar. Alt+A. Target :
And to validate this window, press Shift Tab until you'll find the OK button.
Shift Tab. Short Shift Tab. Cancel Shift Tab. OK button.
And press Enter.
Enter. Desktop. Folder view list view. JAWS 2019.
I'll invite you, once it is done, to reopen the property of the icon just to make sure that the shortcut was properly mapped. Because in some situation, you'll have to do it twice. So press Alt-Enter.
Alt-Enter. JAWS 2019 Properties Dialog.
Pressing Tab.
Tab. Start in tab. Shortcut key : hotkey. Ctrl+Alt+J.
We're all set, so you just have to press Escape.
Escape. Desktop. Folder view list.
and we'll check if our shortcut keys working properly. So I'll shut down JAWS by pressing Insert F4.
Unloading JAWS.
There we go. And by the way, again, this is a new feature of JAWS 2019. You don't have to confirm the exit of JAWS if you previously activate the option to disable the exit confirmation. And this is what I've did on my computer. This is not the case by default, but you can, if you'd like, enable this new functionalities by going into Option, then Basics. And as soon as you'll press Insert F4, JAWS will be automatically turned off without the need of pressing Enter to confirm. So without further ado, I'll press Ctrl-Alt-J and JAWS should be back in a second.
JAWS Home Use Edition.
There we go. I think this is what completes the current podcast. Hope it was helpful and hope that you'll be able to use advices to better map your keyboard shortcuts. For sure, if you have some questions and comments, you can always give us a call and we'll be happy to assist. If you want that we help you creating personalized shortcut, this is something we can do, but this is not covered in our basic technical support offer. It's gonna be an extra because this is not troubleshooting. And same thing, if you need help to create scripts, we can always assist. And for sure, if you're calling or if you're having some issues after generating or creating or modifying shortcuts, you can check if this is something related to your home configuration or if it is something, if the issue is related to the default JAWS configuration. You can still use the following command to toggle between your home configuration and the default one. You can use Insert Space, then the letter Z.
Default alternate user directory mode.
There we go. Then if I press again Insert Space, Z.
Alternate user directory mode off.
So this is a way you can use to see if you made a mistake while remapping your configuration, and maybe in this case you can just modify your own default .gkm file or the file related to the application you're editing. So I think this is it. And as I said, don't hesitate to give us a call or send us feedback. We always appreciate this. And we are still here to assist if you need a new computer, you need advice on assistive technologies. I'm here to assist and I'm here to help. This was Alexandre signing out. Before the end of this podcast, I would like to say thank you for your loyalty to this series of podcasts on assistive technologies. I would also like to thank our loyal collaborator. As a reminder, I would like to inform you that Canadialog will not provide free technical support on product presented during these shows and that are not sold directly by Canadialog. Please note that our podcasts are now available on our website, YouTube, iTunes, as well as on Victor devices by consulting the North American English suggested podcast list from Humanware. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can contact us via email at podcastwithiness@canadialog.com. That is PODCASTS at CANADIALOG.com, or by phone on our toll-free number at 1-888-730-0003. Again, 1-888-730-0003, extension 555, extension 555. I also invite you to visit our website, which contains a lot of useful information at www.canadialog.com. You can also visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening.